Hello everybody and welcome to As We Descend. My name is Ben the Human and today we're playing a new roguelike deck builder. A lot of games I'm playing on the channel are like that these days. But this one is really cool because it also has like a really compelling story and world building on top of what is a really interesting strategy game essentially. It's got roguelike deck builder elements. You play cards to play units, you play spells to battle these enemies that are coming to attack your city, but you also use cards to upgrade your units, your city, in like a strategy layer outside of the tactical combat layer. We'll get into the game here and I can kind of show off what I'm talking about. But the thing that really attracted me to the game in the first place was the story part of it. This game came out as like a demo during the Steam Next Fest, I think around like February or whatever, and I played through the demo and I was just like, I gotta wait for this game to come out. So you play as this character who's like in charge of this city that is delving into the earth after like a post-apocalyptic end of the world scenario. I don't know exactly what happened, but you're trying to like find ancient technology that will help you save the planet essentially. And there's three different origins. We start as the votive. We have different key traits, and this also affects how your units are as well. So different backgrounds will change your units slightly, is what I read on the Discord. So the votive starts with empowered, charges up empowered perk for this unit, can be stacked once per squad member. Command used to play combat cards, and then rune used to discard a card from your hand and draw a new one. And then you can start each battle with 3 of those abilities to discard a card and draw a new one, and it persists between turns. Your roots lay with the crafters and the forge smiths of the votive faction. There's also the guild and then the sacrosanct. We'll unlock those as we go. Also, obviously, like other roguelike deck builder games that have, you know, meta progression, there's dissension. So instead of like ascension and slay the spire, there's descension, because we'll go deeper. All right, let's start the run. So you start on the surface of the planet and then you just kind of delve down. We have an AI. Sick. Anomaly detected. Something happened. All emergency systems failure. Central core sequence ready. Activation prime. Let's do it. There goes our shield. Uh-oh. Zoom. I don't remember the city looking this fuzzy. Hold on. Fixed it. It's interesting because you can set a resolution for the game and then you can set a render resolution for the 3D parts of the game. I've never seen that before, but that's why the city looked so weird for half a second there. All right, we're in the Vault City. To perform actions in the city, drop cards into locations. We have the summons, a command bearing the blood red seal of the Troika. You would be wise to go. All right, I guess we'll go. Meet this character to find out more. Power crisis. You answer the summons. Before you stands the Lord Attendant, High Steward of the Missives, and speakers for the Troika Regency. I don't get to meet these individuals back here. Oh, we gotta give them a voice. This cycle brings mixed tidings. The force field has drained and the Vault City's energy has abandoned us. The commoners whisper of end times. But know that this means Ava will fulfill the prophecy. May the machine god bring us to haven. You, the Troika Council has decided you are granted the title of Warden of the Wall. You will retrieve the parts to restore energy to the city. Warden of the Wall? It is not a title granted lightly. The restrictions on venturing into the blighted land remains for those in the city, but you will be able to pass beyond the gates with a handful of your loyalists. Once you cross that threshold, there is but a small price to pay. You are exiled beyond the wall. For fear of rot and taint, make camp outside our gates. And if I refuse? I remember I asked this during the demo and it pissed him off, but I'm gonna do it just so you guys can see it. None can disobey the Troika. I won't push it further because he does get very mad. Let's go. Find a reactor rod to alleviate the crisis. Basically, he gets really pissed off, and then he says, you have one, like, don't joke about that, but I'll remember this. And I don't know if it actually will come back to bite you, but I don't want to try it. All right, let's go find a reactor rod to alleviate the crisis. Wise choice, Warden. He glares, and I will not. Oh, damn, he did. I already pissed him off. Take your forces and the expedition party. Bring them to the rally point to depart and find the reactor part. After you restore the power, you should be able to use the envoys to their full effect. They can compel citizens to your aid. We've gained the expedition force. We can send our forces along with 5 scavengers to scavenge for resources outside the city. And then we have 2 envoys, which will enable us to interact with people within the city. Locations work differently depending on the type of card used. Certain cards can only be dropped into certain locations. City cards don't cost anything to play. Your expedition force and envoy cards will return to you after each cycle. So we have 2 expedition forces, so we can essentially go on 2 expeditions. And then we have 2 envoys, which allow us to work with people in the city. Looks like the only place we could drop our envoy right now is in the dark alley, so let's send our envoy there. With nary a light to save the ember's glow, the envoy gets stuck in a side alley. This cloying darkness would surely be dispelled should he restore power to the city. Given their predicament, they might as well scrounge something up. A light glimmers to the left, and a noise catches their attention to the right. Seek the light. So favor is used to play special combat actions. There are other ways of generating favor. I feel like I'd like 9 more copper. So let's grab the copper. A minor pittance of coins left behind hastily from some fleeing commoner. We'll take that. We'll get into what favor does. It allows you to play like special cards during combat. I don't think we have anything else we could. Yep, I was gonna say I don't think we can have anything else we can put an envoy in. So let's put an expedition together. Scavenger. The scavengers take. Oh wait, I thought he was talking. The scavengers take out a map with pins of nearby objectives. They trust you to choose a destination. They'll need you to protect them from hazards outside of the safety of the walls. Remember, the Lord Attendant said to retrieve the reactor rod. We've gained 8 favor. So we could ignore the Lord Attendant's orders and we could go for the ancient manuscript. But I think we should go get the reactor rod since that is what the city is depending on anyway. Ooh, we've run into combat. Skittering foes. They are a scaler, which means they will scale quickly in power as the battle wears on, and they have increased attack power. Bloodthirsty molters, which grow in strength, dispatch them quickly, so want to kill them as quick as possible. We have exactly 1 unit, the Vanguard. He can reposition, he can smite, and he can shield slam. Let's deploy. All right, there's 3 different, or I guess there's 4 different combat zones. So we have a support zone, which is more for ranged units. We have a guard zone, which is where like your melee and your tank units reside usually. And then the enemy has the same. Usually enemies can't attack you from the support zone, so they'll have to move in. You also will end up with stuff where an enemy can only target a specific zone, so you'll want to move your units around. But we'll probably see that as we go. So I think I would like to smite, and I would like to target one of these units so we can try and kill them fast. They can also be staggered if you deal enough stagger damage to them. So I think we'll play our shield slam, and then we'll do our, we'll play the other one, and then the shield slam. We've staggered an enemy, which is pretty sick. You can target his weak points for critical damage. Unfortunately, we don't have any more cards to utilize, so let's end our turn. Ah, I should have put him in the guard zone, and then he would have auto-attacked. He's gonna buff, so I'm gonna move you to the guard zone. I would like to gain a card and gain a rune and then draw 2. We're gonna expend 1 favor to do so, but I would like to attack this turn. We can't hit that guy, unfortunately, because this guy's in the way. He is now guarding because it's in the guard zone. Units with standard attacks must hit guarding enemies first. Let's play Alacrity. We gained Empower and another Smite, so let's apply Empower to our buddy. Empowered Stagger. Empower the Vanguard to increase stagger values and added stagger on hits for all your units by +1. Well, we only have the 1 unit, so... and we still have to attack this guy. You're not staggered yet, but maybe next turn. I think barrier only lasts... Oh, okay, you retain 50% barrier between turns. So if you're gonna lose the barrier, you might as well use it. Let's shield slam him and try to kill him by destroying his weak point. He's still alive. I'm going to use a rune to try and get another attack. Thank you. Let's hit his weak point again. He's still alive, but I think I'll kill him with my auto attack. If we hit him. Yes, thank you. Good job. Well done. He's going to attack me. Enemy intent. You can see their intent, allowing you to plan around their actions. This enemy intends to do a standard attack, which can reach your units even in the support zone. You can barrier to absorb expected damage. So you're going to do 8 damage to me. Or I could try to kill you first, but I don't think that's possible. So let's light barrier twice to make sure you guys don't get harmed. Damage is persistent between battles. You can heal characters, but it takes like actions to do so. So if you can prevent damage while doing damage, you should do that. I would like to save my favor. Nice auto attack in response. And now maybe we can definitely kill you. So smite. And then you're staggered, so I break your tail, and now you're dead. That one pretty good. Victory! And now we scavenge. We get to select resource sites by spending scavengers. So this one's free. We just get our reactor rod, can be used to replace the irreparably ruined rods in the city. And now we have to punch our way through these like biological growths. I think what I would like to do... So we have 5 scavengers available. What happens is you spend scavengers to punch through these different growths. When you're out of scavengers, you're done scavenging. You can do kind of like, you can push the limits, essentially, is how I describe it. So if we spent 2 guys here, we could get some copper. We would have 3 scavengers left over. We would have a chance to get this one as well. But usually there's a negative associated with, or a negative chance associated with not using the full scavengers. I don't think we need the money right now, so I'm going to go ahead and use all 5 of our guys on the major growth to get the biomass anomaly. We've gained a dream fruit. Medicinal uses can be found for this strange fruit, quote unquote, for those who can tolerate its acrid odor. It's like the durian. Okay, so we have the reactor rod. We will punch that into one of our force field generators here. It is as foretold. The warden brings the radiant hope back to the city. The workers will immediately restore critical power. This will give you access to the market plaza, along with adding a meager force field to our defenses. It would be wise to find more, yet you mentioned trouble outside the walls. Insectile horrors lurk beyond. He raises an eyebrow. Just some filthy molters. In case you run into anything bigger, we're sending you these imbued crossbows. A small squad of crossbow troopers file in. And careful with them, it's the last of our spare Mythion reserves. If you're expecting further reinforcements, you'll need to furnish the Mythion yourself. Why the need for special equipment to field more units? The Mythion used for miasma-proof equipment lurks well outside the safe reaches of the city. If you want more followers to join you outside the walls, you'll need to recover them yourself. Take the rewards, draft a new unit, and restore 20 shield. Force field. We gain an Arbalist. We can choose kind of how this Arbalist functions. I'm going to try to remember what their abilities were and which ones I liked from the demo. So each of the Arbalists have reposition and quick shot, which just deals 3 times 2, which is pretty good. They also have precision shot, which deals 10 critical damage for 2 action. Critical actions always target enemy weak points. Okay. We have Wild Volley, which would deal 5 times 4 hits, scatters randomly amongst frontmost enemies. That one would just do 20 damage. And then 10 to all enemies, but gain exerted. I'd rather not gain exerted. I kind of like the idea of Wild Volley, because the nice thing about this is it's 20 damage, but if there's multiple units, we might want to split it amongst them anyway. Well, it's better usually to focus fire in this game. Let's go with precision. I don't think I'll regret that. The crit shot is interesting. I wonder if that means I can bypass them having to be staggered, or if they need to be staggered first. All right, we got the Dream Fruit. We can punch that in at the unknown locale. We've gained access to the Way of the Empty Mind. Caretaker. Time to forget the trauma of battle. Soothe the soul with the Dream Fruit's slumber. We will forget a combat card, or you can require an injured unit. I don't think I want to do that just yet. There may be times where I was like, I don't like this card, but I'm going to hold on to the Dream Fruit for now. The Envoy. We can send you to the Market Plaza or the Market Shop. I will send you to the Plaza. Declog. A fallen piece of lantern material has been discovered, covered with grime and muck. It's a self-cleaning device, but has long ceased operations. It can be restored to streamline the lantern, or perhaps you can sell it for scrap. We could forget a light barrier, or sell the junk. I don't know if I want to get rid of shields just yet. I feel like it's a little too early to be trying to streamline our deck. I'm like, I don't know what which cards I'd want to even get rid of at this point. So let's deploy one more expedition here. An artifact fragment, I remember that being really useful. I feel like ancient manuscript is used to upgrade your units though. But I think let's do the artifact fragment. See who we're fighting here. Oh! What a creepy boy. Fodder pair. Intent is to lob. Will hit random unit in the support zone. Always misses if no units are in the zone. Cowardly creatures with a penchant for lobbing blistering rot. Yikes. Looks like we only get 1 unit still. So let's go ahead and take our... I think we want to take the Vanguard because they function better not in the support zone. Although maybe you guys would do just fine. Because I think these guys still function pretty well in the melee zone anyway. Watch out for certain attacks, like the guard break attack and the lob attack. They will always miss if you have no units in that zone. You are going to apply a barrier to yourself, which is interesting. I actually don't have a reposition, which is insanity. So let's try to get one. We'll spend an alacrity. There we go. Thank you. The typical, you need exactly 1 card from a deck builder and they don't give it to you. Empowered Flurry, empowered Arbalist to increase the number of hits for its auto attack. Oh, sick. It auto attacks twice now. Oh, and we can immediately shoot their crit spot, which is pretty cool. I think we'll go for the one that's not going to shield themselves, and then we'll follow it up with a quick shot as well. So shoot you in the head for 15 damage, and then I shoot you twice. Pretty cool. You're pretty close to dead. He shrieked. Oh, you're just toast. All right, now you're gonna do 7 attack, which means I should shield twice. And then I'm just gonna quick shot you, even though you're gonna absorb most of it. Entering. I shoot you back. You're gonna shield yourself, so I will crit you and then end your life. Nice. The combat gets harder. This is basically the tutorial at this point. We got the fragment here, 1/2 of a greater whole. And now we actually get to choose where we'd like to split up our people here. I still don't think we need the money right now, so I'd like to go for gaining some of the favor back that we've spent. That wasn't money. They lied to me. Oh well. And then we'll get the draft a new lantern card. Ooh. So the lantern is the thing that you bring. I'll point it out in the next combat. I didn't quite point it out. But the lantern can cast cards too. And in fact, I think when we've been casting Empower, that is coming from our lantern. We have Core Cycler. It allows us to gain Rune. That's not too bad. It would just allow us to cycle our cards faster or better. Pilot Light. Deal 5 damage and add Melting Point to your hand. Which is another 1-cost card that deals 5 damage and applies burning equal to health damage dealt. Take damage after each turn, reduces barrier received by 1/2. Pilot Light is pretty cool. But I don't think it has limited charges. This one is interesting because it does have limited charges. Incinerate. Takes damage after each turn. Deal 14 damage to all enemies. Wow. That's really strong. Do you want me to take this card? Is that why it's got an exclamation mark? I kind of want the Core Cycler, though. Bonus becomes active when fighting at the city gate. Oh, that's when it would apply Burning 3. Oh, that's different. I thought it was an Empower card, but it's not. I think this one might... Oh, it is rare. All right, we got to take the rare card. That's just good business sense. Trade tip. Trade items. You just got an item card. Trade this item in the city for rewards. With this old lady at the reliquary. Okay. Thank you for retrieving this precious relic. You have but 1/2 needed to piece together a powerful technology. If you find another, it would be most pleasing if you would bring it to me. We gained a favor. The location is busy. Locations go on cooldown after certain event choices. Cooldowns count down when you end the cycle. Okay, so she has 1 cooldown. The Lantern Researcher. I'm out of cards. All right, next cycle. So now we're trying to burrow deeper, and you can kind of see the cycle timer progression over here. So we've gone through 1 and 2, and next that we're going to be attacked by a wave of Bane enemies. Banes are nightmarish entities that focus on disruption and malaise. And then we have another break, and then we'll have a boss against the Behemoth. So we'll see what that looks like in a second. My old mentor. Your old mentor is hammering away at a red-hot copper plate. Looks like you've seen better days. The council truly has some wild ideas. He laughs. Ha 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 ha. Continue. Still, I knew I taught you well enough that you'd survive. Come over by the hearth. Time to learn. Draft a new combat card. Ooh, Dust Bomb. Attack power is decreased and applies Dizzy, which receives 1.5 times the stagger amount. That's kind of fun. Apply Fixation to an enemy if you have a formation bonus. Fleeting Stagger. Increase stagger values and inflicted stagger on units. And then Firebolts. Deal 7 damage and apply Fixation. Whenever an enemy with Fixation is hit this turn, apply Burning. Dude, it's like... Rally is free, which I like. But Firebolts is like damage plus Rally. on top of it. You miss out on the fleeting stagger bonus, but I do really like firebolts. Let's grab that one. I didn't get to... He said something about a warrior and a scholar. I don't know exactly. I missed it. Since you have the Innkeeper's Blessing, the tavern automatically sends refreshments to restore your troops between battles. Make sure to stop by for a drink. Give your men some additional rest. Thank you, lady. The Innkeeper. We could bring the dream fruit here, but I still don't know what I'd want to do, what I'd want to forget, so I'm just going to hold on to that. Let's send the envoy here. Let's send them to the shop for a second. Because we have a lot of money and I haven't spent any of it. We could gain favor. Gain charisma. Oh, we'd have to do a charisma roll. That's right. So there's certain things that you can get for... like your character or your cards innately have like different stats. And your envoy essentially would roll a high risk charisma roll here to try and draft a new tech. Could upgrade a lantern card. We could heal. Oh, gain a bandages card. It persists, but it is a consumable. It persists between battles. When there are no charges left, it's gone forever. Okay. Miracle of Ava. Draft a new miracle card. Choose one option to acquire out of a few. Potent single-use blessing. When drawn, immediately draw an extra card. Well, let's take the bandages. We don't need it yet, but could in the future maybe. And then upgrade a lantern card. Can I upgrade you? Oh, it doesn't. It wouldn't need the city gate bonus if we upgraded it. Alacrity would give us gain 2 rune instead of just 1. Initiative. What does initiative mean? You always draw this card in your starting hand. Could be good. Upgrading a barrier does sound nice, and then we could try to slim it down over time. So we have 3 upgraded barriers and then get rid of one of the basic barriers. And you know what? We have money to burn. Let's buy the Miracle of Ava here. Fires 4 meteors at random enemies. Each one deals 8 damage, ignores armor, and applies 4 burn. Apply 15 barrier and persistent barrier 5. Retain 50% of base barrier between runs. Counts down each turn. I like Meteor Rain. That sounds fun. And then let's grab some favor. You can't max out, or you can't go above your max favors, so you don't want to get too close. Because, you know, if you don't have anywhere to use it, you're wasting favor, essentially. I'm going to send the envoy to the Innkeeper. Let's talk to the locals and see if we gain max favor now. Succeeded. We gained 3 favor. Hell yeah, we're back up to full. I'm going to hold on to the dream fruit, and then we're going to go out on another expedition. There's a bustle at the rally point. The scavengers have halted. Something is emerging from the corruption. We dare not provoke it. Shore up the defenses around the city instead of venturing outside. The city folk speak of shapes that stir within the miasma. Take caution. Prepare the defenses. We will collect it and leave. We could go to the mentor, or we could go to the forum. I think we should go to the forum for a second. Your old mentor has an odd artifact encased in soot and resin. A dissolving agent from the apothecary could do the trick, or you could have one of your units hammer away at it. Pay 100 gold, or 100 copper. Draft a perk for a unit, not enough resources. Buy with your time, choose one of your units. It gains both a perk and a random wound, which is a lasting negative effect. I don't want to gain a perk and a wound. I think we would rather stick with what we got right now. You're about to skip the cycle. Yeah, because I don't really want to discard, or I don't really want to forget a card just yet. I might get rid of one of the barrier cards, but we'll hold on to the dream fruit for now. What is this man? Pay the piper. Spawner. Enemies can spawn additional units. Attack intent siege will always hit your lantern. Okay, so we want to hit this guy as fast as we can and as hard as we can. We get to bring both our units this time. We have Meteor Rain. I think we'll save that. I think we'll save that for when he's summoned some units. Let's alacrity. Do I want to reposition you guys to the front here? Would that be helpful? Whatever. And then I would like to inflict some smite. Let's hold on to smite for a second. Let's cycle through some of our cards here. Stop giving me reposition. Thank you. I would like to empower you, which will boost our stagger. Now let's smite him. Let's get rid of light barrier. Firebolts is fantastic. And now we're gonna punch him a couple times, which is gonna generate fire. And we're gonna burn all of our runes at once. Ah! Never mind. Bad turn. All right, you've summoned your gross creatures. Nice. Watch out for certain attacks. Where's that gonna land? Is that gonna land? It's gonna land in the guard zone. Okay. For 12 damage. Holy crap. Well, I don't have any more. I wonder if I should just incinerate and then meteor rain. I did. And then meteor rain like a maniac. I just burned all like my really strong cards at once, but we did stagger him, which is pretty sick. I think I want to hit your critical point. And then we'll hold on to bandages because nobody's harmed. And then he burned to death. Dude, meteor was amazing. I don't think we get to we used it one time, but it made that combat really trivial. That was great. Oh, we gained a corrupted core. Do we get both? Oh, yeah. A corrupted core. A vile, still beating core. Once purified, it could be used. And then we got a whole... Oh, no, wait a minute. It was just half of the greater whole. So we got the other half of the artifact. Nice. The walls hold for now. It's grim work, but the scavengers cut away useful parts from the carcasses as best they can. Sick. Let's talk to the old mentor. The veteran Forge Master would be willing to train your troops to for the new threat. We'll draft a new combat card. I think we should try to like kind of split our upgrades between the Vanguard and the Arbalist for now. At least until maybe we get another unit to use. Dash attack. Initiative, move to the guard zone and deal 6 damage. That's kind of baller. And if they're in the support zone, they deal additional stagger. I don't really like the idea of gaining exerted. Deals 3 damage and apply fleeting attack to all friendly units. I think I like dash attack here. Oh, he always says something at the end, but it goes away too quickly for me to read it. With the sudden influx of new artifacts in the city, there's a reignited spark of curiosity among the guild. Yet these recent discoveries have also brought a renewed sense of danger. We seek the Warden's advice to guide the guild's election of a new provost. What do you make of the new findings? We could inquire an investigator who has high intelligence, or we could get a brute who has high strength. I like the, this reminds me of the Inquisitors from Warhammer 40k. We're going full Inquisitor mode. It is wise to always keep an open mind. Let us venture forth in the name of insight. He segues into an incredible lecture that enraptures the whole guild hall. The researcher has sent a new ally to aid your cause. Baller. Oh man, we have such a full hand here. Let's play the Corrupted Core at the Troika Council. So the rabble was correct. Monstrosities lie at the heart of the storm. We must be vigilant with the threats so close to the city. The council requests that you take further action to safeguard the outside. Yeah. Is there any other solution than fighting? Yeah, let's talk to the horrible monsters that have been crawling out of the darkness. New unit. Ooh, some of these units are really good. I really like the knight unit. It's a great tank. I also really like the bombardier. Obviously a really good ranged unit. Let's go with the bombardier here. Load the cannon, incendiary sweeper, and signal shot. What does lockstep do? Switch a unit zone. I like being able to switch my zone for free. Oops. Recruit. Have at it, man. He's got an ability that allows him to attack like a whole area. It's pretty baller. Artifact fragment. Let's finish the technology. With the 2 parts you have assembled, you've unlocked a new tech. I don't remember if that's the voice I was using a moment ago. Welcome to how I voice act. I cannot remember the voices I use at all. Assemble. That's cool. Ugh, what a name. Gushing Poppet. Rupture deals splash damage. We don't really have anything that ruptures. Auto attacks against enemies with fixation have base stagger rate increase. And then after playing a lantern defense, its cards apply +1 barrier this turn. I really like, since we have fixation, I really like kind of like trying to lean into that. We have 2 envoys and we have an investigator. They do the same thing. Let's send the investigator to the market plaza. We've unlocked the courier. Look at her go. Need something shipped? No, wait, you're not a normal customer. Hey, since you're here anyway, there was a package for you. I can fetch it. Return to sender. No, let's swift shift. Initiative and retain. Switch a unit zone. Baller. Once we use it, it's gone, but I will take that. Sweet. Envoy. Do we need to send the envoy to the shop? We don't have a ton of money. Let's go to the market plaza again. We've run into the caretaker. A troop of clerics is visiting the market, performing traveling miracles. On this cycle of Eventide, they demonstrate an exploration of the fallacy of memory. Memory in a jar. Apply feeble. Okay, we're just gaining a bunch of consumables, which isn't necessarily bad. And we have the envoy again, so let's send them back to the market plaza. I don't have a ton of gold of copper, so we've met a market noble. Gathered a mass of peasants protests the prices in the market. A troubled noble stands in the middle. You recognize him from the foreman's crew. Just listen to reason. The food I sell is at a very fair price. A day's ration for a day's pay. Leave him to his fate. We could gain a favor, or we could gain copper, or none at all. I don't really need the money, and I don't really feel like defending this fool. You opt not to interfere. The noble disappears beneath the gathered crowd, his cries drowned by popular judgment. Well, mob rule is never a good thing either, but that's somebody else's job. That's not my job. I have to go find stuff. All right, back out into the wasteland. Hard battle for copper. Another artifact fragment. Let's go get the ancient manuscript this time. Another 1-unit battle. So this is the lantern, that big orange thing that just slammed down. The Lasher. Reduced armor, negative armor increases damage taken instead. Counts down each turn, and enemies have attacks that hit multiple times. Okay, gross. I think we would like the Arbalist to try and kill this guy as fast as possible. I think our Arbalist will do the most damage. We'll hit a random unit. Okay, so we would like to apply the 6 barrier. And then I'm gonna hit you with a precision shot immediately. And then I don't really feel like moving you, so we'll just hold on to the swift shift. Standard attacks can reach your units even in the support zone. Well, I knew that. And counter. All right, you're doing 9 damage. Good God. All right. Do I want to incinerate you? Maybe, but I feel like I would rather... I would like to apply feeble light barrier. and then I'll incinerate you. We're not at the gate, so we don't get the benefit of incinerating people, but the burn, I mean. Oh, you've been staggered. Get staggered, son. I think we would like to empower you. I would like to firebolt you. And then you're gonna do 8 damage, but probably hitting the crit. So I think you'll probably die this turn. So I might as well cycle and see if I get another attack card here. Ooh, yes, perfect. Toast. We probably didn't need to empower in that case. Could have saved a favor. We gained our combat card. Oh, draft a new combat card. Okay, so that's not an upgrade. Pin cushion. Apply fixation. Another fixation card. If we're in the guard zone, we also gain Rapid Flurry 2. Gain 2 rune and draw 1 with preparation. And another precision shot. I think I like pin cushion. I really want to try and make use of the fixation item that we have. Okay. What is this even? Mythion growth. Massive corruption must be cleared first. It's likely to contain a Mythion grade item. Ooh, so you see we don't have 6 people, so we do have a chance that we might not succeed. But I think the chance of getting a Mythion item is worth the risk here. We've succeeded. Computation chip. A delicate metal chip. It must have been crafted with impossibly fine tools. Hey, that's pretty baller. Where do you go? I could sell it to the shopkeeper, but I'm going to give it to the lantern guy. He offers a simple conundrum. Upgrade a lantern card into its enhanced form, or you forget a lantern card. I think the upgrade is better suited for us. I think I would like to upgrade Incinerate so it's always applying burning no matter where we're at. Yes. Back out into the wildlands. Ooh, another reactor rod? Or money? I think I would like another reactor rod. Rebuilding the shield seems like a good idea. Vermintide? Has anybody ever played Vermintide? There are many enemies in this encounter. Splat. On death, it afflicts you with gunk. I think gunk just clogs up your deck. Healing intent will restore health. A massive swarm of vermin. Get ready to clear them quickly. Now is the perfect time to play what is that? The burn? Incinerate. That would be perfect. If we leave this slot empty instead of bringing a second unit to the fight, we gain 2 scavengers. I think I'd rather bring the bombardier with me because I don't know how easy it will be to kill all 4 of these guys quickly. Deal 9 damage to an enemy and apply burning to all enemies in that zone. Oh, incinerate for sure. Then we would like to swift shift you to the front. Because we want this guy to only attack you guys. But unfortunately, I actually don't have a shield. I could use a favor. I think I want to cycle bandages and see if we got a shield. Of course, we then get reposition. Load the cannon. There's the barrier I wanted. Okay. Burn has been applied. All right, you're healing, you're healing. I would like to kill both of you this turn if we can. I would actually like to kill you first because you're actually attacking me. Now they're just dumping... They're just dumping gunk into my hand, but I think I can kill you guys with auto attacks here. Oh, nope, heal goes first. Nice. Right, now you're both attacking me. I would love to kill you first. So let's apply fixation to this guy. Deal 7 damage and lockstep. Nice. Then we quick shot you to take you out, and then you'll probably die to our auto attacks, but we'll apply a light barrier anyway. I've been withered. Gross. Good to know that the heal fires off before your auto attacks. Gained a new reactor rod, and then we have 5 dudes. Hazardous. If you fail them, the item is lost. Well, we have plenty of people. Contain a rare item. I think I would like to split it between these two. Let's get the super grub. Squirming superfood. Someone could become much stronger with this. Okay, so that's what you use to upgrade your units, I assume. And then favor. Sick. I guess when it shows you the copper, it could be either favor or copper, because I've had either, unless that's a bug, which it could be. All right. The super grub, I'm going to take it to the mentor. Those who consume the super grub are imbued with unnatural stamina. The perfect conditions for training. Oh, it allows us to enhance the combat card. Okay. I think we would like to enhance our bombardier here. What would this do? If we upgrade you? Fleeting attack 6. 12 damage and burn 4 instead of 9 and 3. 9 damage and still 1 lockstep. I feel like burning 4 is just good. Maybe we lean into like a fixation burn build or something? Restore another reactor? Most excellent. The council will be pleased. Restore more force field. The force field is slowly pieced back together, staving off the miasma and beast alike. Baller. All right, and then the dream fruit. I think we'll still hold on to that. So next cycle. Cycle 3 ends. We're on to cycle 4 and the boss battle. We must prepare the defenses. Yes, I know that I discarded the card. Draft a unit action. The veteran Forge Master would be willing to train your troops. Draft a new card. Dodge back. Dodge back. Or Shrapnel Blast. Ooh, Rupture. We have a Rupture card finally. Deal damage and apply Rupture to all enemies. Ooh. Fleeting armor to a friendly unit. It's a unit, move it to the support zone. So we could go backwards and then still Dust Bomb. I kind of like the idea of Shrapnel Blast. Loses health when staggered. Kind of awesome. All right, we've got our investigator who can go. We don't really need to heal, but we can gain favor by going to the innkeepers. So let's try to talk to the locals again. We succeeded, gained 3 favor. We're up to 9. That's great. Investigator, I think I'm gonna send you to the market plaza again. The Tinker. A shop with strange knickknacks from a bygone time, the charming Tinker is delighted to make your acquaintance. She holds a broken charm and an ornamental trinket. It's your choice. This one is on the house. A useless charm or gain 1 favor. I'm gonna get the charm. I don't even know what that does. A tasteful choice. You'll see the possibilities that could be. Stop by the shop whenever. You'll be able to find more like it. Sick. Maybe we can do something with that later. Envoy, I would like you to meet the courier. She runs up to your ally. The market is moving fast. Are you buying or selling favor? I'll make it happen. I don't need any more. I could sell one for 35. Acquire an artifact fragment for the next cycle. Dude, that's sick. And then prepare the defenses. Draft a new combat card for your unit or choose which unit to teach. I'll take a random. Preparation. Apply super critical. Bombardier gains exerted. I don't like exerted. Fury Strike is nice because it's free. Deal 4 damage. Increase +2 for each Fury card played this battle. Ooh. So we want to get Fury cards now too. We're probably spreading our deck too far over too many different synergies. But it's the new shiny thing. I want to try it. Forget a combat card? I don't want to. I just don't know what to do yet. I'm not sure. I'm not sold on which cards to get rid of. It's the one I'm leaning towards is a barrier, but we'll see. The Behemoth. Whoa, he's a giant crab. Determines the amount of aftershock created. Counts up after magnitude rising is used. Will apply exerted and dazing intent. Cleave attacker. They have attacks that strike all your units within a zone, so pay attention to that. Okay, bring all of our boys. Deploy. He's magnitude 4. We'll give you an affliction card. Okay, I don't like that. What is aftershock? I don't know. Dash attack. Your armor damage was reduced by... Oh, the attack was reduced by the enemy's armor. Interesting. Ooh, you could destroy his arm. Weaken barrier generation by 50%. I kind of like the idea of destroying his arm, but maybe after the magnitude is ticked up a little bit. Let's try to take out his dorsal vents. I'm okay leaving everybody where they're at, and we've already spent all of our stuff, so let's end turn. Magnitude is rising. The stagger is climbing. I think I would like to shrapnel blast. Apply some rupture when he actually staggers. You're gonna take 16 damage, which seems like a lot. I think I would like to incendiary sweeper. Oh, you've been staggered. Get staggered, son. We've saved our unit. All right, fire away, team. All right, empower. I would like to fixate on your dorsal vents, because we would like to take down your shield more. I'm gonna empower you as well, so you auto attack twice. And then smite. And then load the cannon just to deal more damage, and then end turn. That's why I wanted to reduce his shield applied. All right, so he's still staggered. We'll apply exerted. Oh, so we should probably move our guys out of this zone. So let's go ahead and move you back. You won't be able to attack, but it's better than getting hit. Let's incinerate. Applies burning and 14 damage. Apply fixation. Fury strike. Maybe on his arm? And then play Alacrity to gain a rune and draw, and then smash him again. I would like to break his arm. You missed me, nerd. All right, shoot back. And now what are you doing? Oh, you're lobbing. Okay, so we would like to move all of our units out of this zone, but I don't think I have enough to do that. So we have reposition, which allows us to move our guys up. So let's move our you guys up. I would love to move you as well, but I'd have to like cycle some cards to try and make it happen. And I don't think I can dizzy you. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a barrier to our guy back here just to keep him relatively healthy, and then shoot you twice. You gained exerted. That's a little unfortunate. We're chunking down his health though, so that's good. He's gonna apply an affliction. Costs its auto action. Oh, it skips auto action and its cost. Oh my god. Its cards cost +1 command each turn. So I think instead of using any of our Bombardier's cards, we'll just use our 3 cards from our other 2 units here. Get a lucky stun. It didn't work. Magnitude is rising. I would love to break your arm now. Fury Strike the arm, because your magnitude has gotten a lot higher. Although we could probably just go for the kill. Yeah, let's just kill him. Why beat around the bush when you can just kill a unit? Oh, we got the wrong one. Here, cycle me a better card. We can, if we get one more attack card, we can kill this guy. Please, you bastards. We have one more rune. Yes! I knew it. Goodbye. Well done, team. What's he doing? Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna like do a suicide charge into my lantern at the end there. With the boss slain, the fabric of the ground rots and crumbles beneath your feet. The citizens huddle into the safety of the vault city. Its doors sealed just in time. It drills deeper into the earth with its massive core laser, beginning its descent. Restore all living units to max health. Enter the depths. Oh, cool. So you do get your health back at the end of the cycle. Good to know. All right, so we descend down to the next level, and we're 1 level deeper. Let's check in with the Troika Council here. The city's sudden descent lands its denizens into unknown shores. With a hastily scavenged Mythion core from the slain boss, the time is right for you to swell your ranks. We'll draft a new unit. I do really like the Knight. I don't think I've ever played with the Ascetic. Ooh, he boosts barriers. That's interesting. Increases his own attack power based on his armor. And then the Zealot, I feel like I've never made work super well, so I'm gonna lean into the Knight just because I actually understood that unit in the demo. And then we'll check on the workshop here real quick. The scavengers have finished their work cleaning out the massive, mysterious core. How did this thing end up inside that monstrous foe? Put it to good use and choose a new special tech. Assemble. Bloodied Altar. Whenever an enemy becomes staggered, you gain empowered. That's kind of nice. Or command. We're always trying to stagger, which is kind of nice. You gain ruin whenever you ignore a support card. Okay. Whenever you start a turn with 0, your next card costs 1 less favor. That could be really nice because we have a lot of cards that use favor, and if we burn through our favor in a battle, you know, we might be able to just play our stuff for free. I think. I'd have to look at my deck. I think I like that one, though. Where's my deck? You're not going to show me my cards? Yeah, because you cost 1, you cost 1, you cost 1. I don't think anybody else has any favorite cards. I think favorite cards might be specific to the Lantern. Very cool. Well, that is the first like round of cycles in As We Descend. We will continue playing this game. I've been really looking forward to it, so I hope you guys will stick around on the channel. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more As We Descend or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!